Yo, how's it going? Okay, audio works, sweet. Welcome everybody back to F1 Manager 24 with our McLaren career. Last episode we did the Bahrain Grand Prix, and it kind of sort of went okay. Let me explain if you didn't see the video. So last episode was Jeddah. The first episode was obviously Shakir, and that race was beautiful. Like we Lando won it by a mile. Oscar was P2 by a good distance. We thought we had a beautiful race going, and then we go into Jeddah, and obviously, as you can see, Lando gets another win. He is currently leading the drivers after qualifying fourth. But an unfortunate crash for Oscar at the very beginning of the race caused him to fall to last. And we were able to bring him back into P14, but unfortunately the gap between P14 and P13 and the points was just too big. And unfortunately, he finished outside of the points. He finished, but outside the points. Now we go into Melbourne, which now currently is the first race of the season, but it's also Oscar's home race. So obviously we need to make sure Oscar performs well. We got to go into the race preview for the Oz GP. And let's see what the email has to say from F1 journalist Sandra Maddox. We're in quite race week. We're in for quite the race weekend here at the Australian GP in just a couple of days. The quick circuit around Albert Park offers many corners, but is renowned to be difficult to overtake on. Drivers will want to get ahead early and defend hard. At the moment, McLaren are leading the pack in the Constructors' Championship by 18 points, with Lando Norris at the top of the Drivers' Championship by 19 points. Everyone is sure to keep a close eye on Lando Norris, who took his first place in the last Grand Prix. Even more eyes will be on Max Verstappen, who will be sure to fight with everything to claim that first place spot this time around. Well, thanks for starting. You won't want to miss it. Let's take a look. Currently, the podium for your drivers is Lando with 52 points, Max Verstappen second with 33, Charles Leclerc in third with 24, and your podium for constructors, McLaren's leading it. We're leading it with 70. Red Bull second with 52. Ferrari third with 44. That's the rest of your points. And let's take a look at what Randeep C has to say, our strategy analyst. Good morning, Lucas. The race at the Australian GP is almost here, so I wanted to make sure the team's prepared before we leave. This is a balanced circuit. Our car is well suited to it thanks to our dearest effectiveness performance. We're predicting that the best circuit for this strategy will be a two-stop. Historically, the safety car change here is about 50%, and the average pit lane loss time in standard conditions is about 21 seconds. Under a safety car, the average pit lane loss is about 12 seconds. I've attached some key circuit info and weather data below. Looks like it's going to be warm. We're not expecting rain, so be prepared for normal dry weather racing. Thank God. It's worth checking our race targets before we head out too. If I don't catch you all the way, I'll see you in Australia. Obviously, it's Albert Park. It's supposed to be partially cloudy, which is perfect. It's a 5.2 kilometer circuit. The total race distance is 306.124 kilometers. It's a 58 lap track. Lap record on here is a 1:22.35. Obviously, it's supposed to be very nice and warm. Let me go really quick. Well, I'll keep going over to you, the guys, the manufacturing. The first thing that's probably going to come through is we're going to get the MCL24 chassis in, which I'm very excited. And then after that, it'll be on the floor of the front wing and the rear wing. And as soon as this comes in, we're going to start something else. We want to get ahead on the upgrades. as much as possible. Manufacturing, we're not manufacturing anything yet. I will plan on trying to get our factory up a little bit. Currently, right now, I know I can technically do multiple things at once, but I wanna be stingy with our money, and so my main focus is to get this upgraded. Then it's gonna be the weather room, and then it will be the factory. Then all these, because the quicker we can get these maxed out, I feel like the better we'll be. And then it will be the race sim. So this is literally my plan in terms of upgrading. We're going to get this to its max. We're going to get the weather center up to its max. Because not only that, our forecast accuracy gets better each time. Then after that, we're getting our all of this. Our car development needs to get maxed. And then it's going to be the race sim that's going to get our driver development up. It's already at a tier 3, which is good. And then it'll probably be team hub, scouting department, and then everything else. And then obviously normal upkeep that we'll have to do. But right now we're just being stingy with our money. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Let's get the first upgrade. We'll do two of these at a time. It cost me 1.5 mil to get this going. It's going to take 24 days. So let's get that going. So these will be our two focuses for right now. But I think we're all set. Let's go ahead. Let's get into the Oz GP. And let's see if we can't continue Lando's dominance. Again, Oscar's home race. So kind of going to focus on him a little bit. But yeah. Obviously, we're going to skip practice. We're going to watch qualifying.
It's wonderful to be back down under for the Australian Grand Prix. We're a stone's throw from the beach here at the Albert Park circuit. It might be party mood in the grandstands, but in the paddock, expectations and tensions are high.
At the top of the constructors' standings right now, it's McLaren. But at just the third round of this year, the title could be anyone's.
Stay with us then, as the weekend gets underway.
Yep, we're 3 rounds into the season, so we still got a lot of time to go, but as of right now, it's looking like it's going to be our season. Obviously, in 2024, McLaren won the Constructors' Championship. Max Verstappen, though, in the Red Bull, won the Drivers. So we're hoping to alter that reality as well. Boom, that's been completed.
Will practice pay off for the drivers? Well, we're about to find out
for qualifying.
in qualifying.
These days, it's a much faster layout here at Albert Park, and teams need to focus on getting high and medium speed cornering right to set a good qualifying time.
Now, there's been a bit of talk about Sergio Perez of late. How's he going to be feeling, do you think?
They set a great lap in practice, so you can only imagine how good they're feeling going into qualifying. But the big question is, will they be able to keep this performance up?
So get yourselves comfortable. It's going to be quite the ride.
And then, I think I've said it in previous episodes, after this season, we're going to try to focus on making the schedule realistic. So this will be our first GP next season. But let's take a look at practice results. Max finished quickest in FP1. Lando finished 3rd. Oscar finished 4th, which 4 tenths and 5 tenths off the pace, which is good. Sainz finished 300ths off the pace. In FP2, Checo Perez finishes P1. Lando and Oscar again, 3 and 4. But this time 2 tenths and 3 tenths off the pace respectively. And I think they swapped places. Yeah, they just swapped places. And FP3, Carlos Sainz finishes P1. Lando and Oscar finished 4th and 5th, but again, 3 tenths and 4 tenths off the pace. So we're not too worried. We are not too worried. And their setups are good, which I don't really mess with the setups. That's a whole lot of stuff that I don't really know a whole lot about. All right. So again, it's our normal qualifying run. The first run is going to be 2 laps, 2 flying laps, and then we'll come back in if they're within threat of being eliminated for Q2 and Q3, Q1. Excuse me, my goodness. If they're in threat of being eliminated either in Q1 or Q2, we will do another single lap run on a fresh set of softs. But let's go ahead. Let's get in here. Since it's Oscar's home race,
Track should be
we're
green
going
now.
to send Oscar out first because we'll favor him this race, and then it'll be the same thing for the British Grand Prix. We will favor Oscar, or excuse me, Lando, because that will be his home
Ready to
race.
check, Oscar?
Yep.
And once Oscar
that's
is
loud.
out of the pit lane and onto the circuit, we are going to send Lando
Warm the
out.
tyres where you can.
Copy.
And then obviously, the AI is going to be taking the
Radio check.
reins for qualifying. We'll see how they do, but I'm hoping for a better race here for Oscar here in the LSGP. Obviously, Jeddah was not a good circuit, or not a good race for him. P14. We need to be scoring as many points as much as possible, so we can. And honestly, if we can seal the constructors as soon as possible, I want to do it. So the goal would be to have as many 1-2s as possible, or as many point finishes as possible. Especially in front of Red Bull. We need to be finishing in front of Red Bull no matter what. If we can't if we finish P9 and P10, Red Bull better not be in the points. We can't allow them to gain any ground. So yeah. I'm trying to think of what we did last episode.
Oscar, you've got a clear
than-
track ahead. So Oscar, happy to open a lap.
Alright. Don't matter, because Oscar is about to start his qualifying lap. And he crosses the start-finish line as his time starts.
Shouldn't be anyone in front that will back you up. Okay, mate.
Let's take a look at the sector time. Look at this time, and we can see his live time in terms of flying. We'll have that so we can see Oscar's, Orlando's right there. That way we don't have to be focusing just on Oscar. Obviously, he's going to set a purple sector 1 because he's the first car out. Luckily, it doesn't look like he's going to have any traffic, so that's going to be beautiful for him and Lando. Purple sector 2, 25.5 in sector 1, and an 18.9 in sector 2. I want to create a car that's just quick enough, regardless of the setup that it's on, it's just gonna fly. I want to create a genuine rocket ship. And like I said, in 2024, McLaren was on that pace. And Oscar's first qualifying time here in the LSGP, we're looking at a 1:16.2. And let's take a look at Lando. As Lando is coming down the start-finish straight. Let's take a look at 1:16.4. So 0.2 off Oscar's time. That's not terrible. So obviously they're going to go around, they're going to do another lap, and then they'll head to the pits, and then we'll just basically watch qualifying Make sure nothing fishy happens, nothing crazy goes on. As other times come in, we'll see that Max Verstappen goes P1 now, 115.5. As Oscar is getting really close to starting his second flyer. The Australian Grand Prix is also in the F1 video game, is one of my favorites as well. It's a very high-speed, flowy circuit. I love the layout of the Oz GP. It's a fun one to drive in the video game. I can only imagine in real life. As Oscar gets his second lap underway.
Tyres look good. And
Let's
track is
see
now
what
clear.
happens here.
Let's
Let's
go.
open up DRS. There's a lot of DRS zones here as well, that I really like that. Oscar goes purple sector 1, so that means he's going quicker than Max currently. Give me 1 second. Alrighty, we are back. Green sector 2. He's got DRS. Will he go P1? No, ends up being a yellow sector
P2.
3, and it's not good enough.
Happy with that?
Let's take a look at Oscar, who's got yellows, but it looks like he also might have hit some traffic. Let's see if he can put in a flyer. No, he will not. Put in a 117.9,
Currently P3.
which is fine. We're still currently P3, so there is there's no fear
confirm.
in that. What's up, brother? We're just watching qualifying right now in the Oz GP, Oscar's home race. So we're gonna kind of focus on him, trying to get him as good as he can, especially after the race he had in Jeddah. About to drive. So that's won't comment about much, but hell yeah, yeah. In Jeddah, both cars qualified very well. I think Orlando qualified P4 in Jeddah. Oscar qualified P7, so he didn't have a great qualifying, but it was looking good in the race. And then he got too involved in a battle. He ended up crashing. We had to pit to replace his front wing, and we ended up having to try to do a recovery drive for him, which only availed to P14 for Oscar. So I want to focus on his confidence, get him a better race this weekend here in Australia, obviously in front of his home fans. But I don't know if you've really paid attention or listened to my streams or watched the videos. My qualifying method, Alonso put in a 4-minute lap. Very curious of what happened there. That's crazy. But my qualifying strategy is we go out, we do 2 laps on a soft, and then we pit, we wait and see how everybody else does. If we're in threat of being eliminated in Q1 and Q2, we go out and on a fresh set and we do another lap. Try to get back out of the knockout zone or threat of being knocked out. Which luckily with this car, it doesn't really happen that much. Let's go take a look and see who's on a flyer. Logan Sargent's on a flyer, so let's see what he's got in him. Yellow flag somewhere. Someone must have come off. Green sectors for Sargent. Bottas is also on a lap. Yuki Tsunoda locked up on turn 3. Let's see what Logan Sargent's able to bring in. But in a 116.9, which is fairly good. That's a pretty good lap. See what Valtteri Bottas is going to do. One of my favorite drivers, who's also, according to rumors, he's that threat there is a threat that he might lose a seat at Cadillac in real life. Valtteri Bottas goes P8 with a 1:16.8, by the way. I think Fernando Alonso is starting another flyer, so we'll go watch him. Yeah, Fernando Alonso is on another flyer. What was his... it won't show me the last lap, that's right. So as of right now, Piastri is P3, Norris is P6, so I'm not worried about being knocked out. We still got 8 minutes left in Q1. So no worries whatsoever about either of the drivers being knocked out. I know you're a Merc fan, so Lewis Hamilton is currently sitting P13. He has a 1:17.1. Russell is yet to set a time. Let's see what Fernando's able to do. Let's take a look at those sectors. Is he at least green? Yellow sector 1, green sector 2 for Alonso. Russell is on 2 greens for his lap. Looks like Fernando Alonso might have just gotten blocked by a Williams. Let's see how this lap turns out for him. Russell goes P8 with a 1:16.6. Yeah, Fernando Alonso 1:17.2. He won't improve. He got blocked. Checo Perez is on 2 straight purples, so he might be looking to overtake Max for P1. Let's see how Checo does here in the Red Bull. Had the fastest lap, I believe, in FP2. And Checo Perez will go P2, just behind Max with the 1:15.6. Oof, he is 1/10 off of Max's time. But that does mean Oscar P4, Lando P5. I'm still not worried about being knocked out. Oscar is 6/10 off the pace. Lando is 9/10. Magnussen is on an outlap. Tsunoda's on an outlap as well. Let's see. Anybody down here? Yeah, Gasly. They're all on flyers. Gasly, Albon, and Stroll are all on flyers. Stroll is going to be the first one across. Then it'll be Albon, and then Gasly. Stroll goes P10. Albon goes P18. Gasly goes P19. Joe Grand New. Let's see how Joe fares here in Australia. Let's take a look at his sector times. Green, green. No purples for Joe. Obviously in that kick Sauber, I'm not expecting him to do anything crazy in a Sauber. Let's see what Joe is able to do for his lap. Is he able to get out of the knockout zone with 5 minutes remaining here in qualifying? A 1:17.7. Wonder if he hit traffic there. He remains in P20. Anybody else on a flyer? Kevin Magnussen is on a flyer, so let's go take a look at Kevin Magnussen. Yuki Tsunoda is also on a flyer. Kevin Magnussen about to cross the line. Said he was on a flyer, but he didn't put in the time. Okay. Love that. Oh, now he's on the flyer. Because he's coming down the start-finish straight. That makes sense. Alright, let's see what Kevin Magnussen's able to do. He's currently P13. He is 1.3 off the pace of Max Verstappen in the Red Bull. So let's see how he can do in the Haas. See if he's able to improve himself. He goes green sector 1. So let's see. How far off the pace is he to his teammate ahead? He is 400ths off the pace to Magnussen ahead. Lewis Hamilton currently in the dropout zone as well. So that would not be good for Merck if Lewis gets knocked out. Obviously, I don't expect the GOAT to get knocked out in Q1, especially in Mercedes. Come on. Come on. Kevin Magnussen's about to cross the start finish. See what he's able to put in, if he's able to improve himself. A 1:16.6, he'll improve himself all the way up to P10. Yuki Tsunoda will be crossing the line very shortly. He's currently P6 with the 1:16.6. He is 9/10 off the pace of Max Verstappen in the Red Bull. Looks like he's going slow. Yeah, yellows. Who is on a flyer? Logan Sargent on a flyer. He is on an outlap. Danny Ricciardo looks like he might be getting a penalty. Leclerc's on a flyer. Actually, Leclerc's on the only flyer. So let's go take a look at Charles Leclerc, the Monaco man. Let's see what he's able to do. He is currently 5/10 off the pace of Max Verstappen. There's 2 minutes left here in Q1. Yellow sector 1, but he had some traffic in his way. Yeah, Lando and Oscar are definitely not going to have to go out and do another lap, thank goodness. Lewis Hamilton is the only big name with a threat of being knocked out here. He's currently sitting P16 with a 1:17.1. 1.6 off the pace of Max Verstappen in his Red Bull as Charles Leclerc goes yellow sector 2. He looking like he's not going to improve at all as he crosses the start finish line. Can he go faster than a 1:15.5? No, a 1:16.4 is that time. Leclerc is unable to improve, but he is P3, so it's not that big of a worry. Russell. Lewis Hamilton. He is on an outlap. I want to focus on Lewis. I don't know what has happened, but threat of being knocked out in the Mercedes for, in my opinion, the greatest F1 driver of all time. This is a big lap for him coming up here. I would hate to see him get knocked out. If he does, I'd be very curious to see the recovery drive he's able to pull off, because I know that Mercedes is better than the Racing Bull, the Williams, the Haas, the Sauber, and even the Aston Martin. Once you start getting the McLaren, Ferrari, and Red Bull, it's kind of iffy if that's going to happen. He's getting over for a lot of traffic, which means he's going to have a lot of traffic to start his lap, which is not going to be good for him. Let's go with an onboard here as he prepares to start his lap. Listen to that Mercedes car as he's right behind the Haas. A Haas. I can't tell what Haas that is, but he's literally on the gearbox of a Haas. Let's see what Sir Lewis Hamilton is able to do as he gets ready to start his lap. He's on the start-finish straight. He will have DRS. Oh no! He's not going to have enough time. He did not get across the line in time. Lewis Hamilton will start in P16. The Haas might have just blocked Lewis from being able to put up another lap. What Haas is that? That's the Haas of Nico Hülkenberg that blocked Lewis Hamilton from putting up another lap. Oh my word. Esteban Ocon setting a purple sector 2. Oh, if you're Lewis, you're upset. If you're Lewis, you're upset. You just got blocked by a Haas from getting into Q2. crazy things have happened here. And I think one of the craziest things I'm seeing is a Mercedes out in Q1. Let's see about Esteban Ocon. Will he improve? Joe Granu does not improve. After a purple sector 2, Esteban Ocon does not improve. The Alpine of Pierre Gasly is coming into the pits. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen. A Mercedes out in Q1. Let's take a look at the timetables here. Max Verstappen in the Red Bull takes P1 in Q1 with a 1:15.5. Checo Perez right behind him in P2. Charles Leclerc in P3. Oscar Piastri P4. Carlos Sainz P5. Yuki Tsunoda P6. Lando Norris P7. Lance Stroll P8. Fernando Alonso P9. George Russell P10. Kevin Magnussen P11. Valtteri Bottas P12. Nico Hulkenberg P13. Logan Sargent P14. Danny Ricciardo in P15. And for the drivers who got knocked out, this is the back of the grid for the Australian Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton will start P16. Esteban Ocon P17. Alex Albon P18. Pierre Gasly P19. And Joe Granu will start at the back of the grid. I think the craziest thing is that Lewis Hamilton did not make it. What was his practice times? Ollie Behrman getting some runs. I didn't notice this. Ollie Behrman getting some runs in the Ferrari in P1. What was Russell's time? Or did he not put in? No, he didn't put in a P1 time. At some point, our reserve drivers will have to do a practice session. Yeah, Lewis P8 and FP3, and then P9 and FP3. So it blows my mind that he unfortunately will not be making it into Q2. I mean, good for us. That's one less giant or one less car that we know is capable of possibly being ahead of us. That's one less car that we have to worry about. If you're a Merc fan, you hate seeing that. Alright, let's go ahead and get into Q2.
Okay, so that's a green light.
Obviously, we're going to send Oscar out first. Like I said, it is Oscar's home race, so I want to focus a little bit on him. And once Oscar is out, we will go ahead and set Lando.
And we want to generate some temperature for this outlap.
Yeah.
You can bring the tyre in.
Okay.
All right. So Q2, let's see if anything crazy happens once again. I'll also like to do this F1 Manager career as long as I can do it. As long as this game functions, I want to continue this McLaren Manager. So at some point, I'm already thinking about the future of this team without Oscar and without Lando. I would like to be the team that puts the first female on the grid. That's why I think we've signed Abby Pulling. And
Drive straight out,
Abby
drive
Pulling
straight out. The track will be clear.
and Bianca Bustamante. They're
Let's
on
go.
our team for the next 5 years. They are focusing primarily on improving themselves. Once they are on the team, their focus is improving the car. I want to be the team to put the first female on the grid, so I need them to develop as much as possible. So,
Okay, mate, let's go for it.
alrighty, and the first laps for Q2 after in a wild Q1. I'm sure the interviews with Lewis right now are going bonkers. The fan reaction's got to be going crazy. Purple sector 1 for Oscar, but again, he's the first car out on the grid, so I'm not too worried about him. Green sector 2 for Lando. Oscar lost his purple sector 1, but he's still got a purple sector 2. Lando takes his purple sector 2. That was immediately taken from him. Oscar across the line of 116.8. Lando will come across. Let's see how quickly Lando's able to get across the around the track here in Australia. Lando will cross it with a 116.1. Oscar's really going to need to improve here on his second flyer. Oscar's going to want to improve here on his second flyer. But yeah, as I was saying, I have thought about the future of the team. And without these two drivers, we do have a lot of reserves.
Right behind you.
We're going to have to manage them wisely, who we want to potentially replace these two drivers when that time comes.
Tyre temperature's still okay
Sainz
at
goes
the moment.
P2.
We're happy at this tyre temperature. We'll keep an eye on
Oscar's going to really need some improvement here on his lap
Oscar,
to
you've
be
got a
able
clear
to
track ahead.
potentially get into
You're
Q3.
good to open the lap.
Okay, Lando, tyres behaving kind of as expected. Track clear. Let's go for it.
Alright, let's see how it goes. Looking like the second flyer is not going to start off good. Yellow sector 1. That Ferrari
Get
right
out of
on
the
his
way.
gearbox.
Yeah, we saw
That
that.
Racing Bull looks like he got out of the way, but it looks like it might have hurt the Ferrari. Green sector 2. Lando's also improving with the green sector 1. What are some of these cars doing? They're not getting out of the way. Oscar might end up having to go on a second lap. Or on a third lap. Let's see though, see if he's able to improve his time.
Your
He
P6.
does, but it's not
P6.
enough to improve his timetable. Yellow sector 2 for Oscar. I wonder if it's the same thing. Nobody's getting out of the way. Yeah, no one is wanting to get out of the way. We will have to keep an eye out and see what happens. Because, yeah, that's not that great. Sonoda's on a flyer. Looks like Logan Sargent's on a flyer. He will come across the line. take a look at George Russell. I want to pay attention to George. With his teammate out, what is George's response going to be? He's going to go P5. Yuki Tsunoda will go P5 right in front of that. Checo Perez.
Remember the pit lane speed limiter. Pit lane speed limiter.
Pull up in front of our garage.
Starting a flyer.
Under pit lane. Switch on pit lane
Hulkenberg
speed limiter.
says he's on a flyer.
And we're in box to slap. Stop in front of the garage.
See what Nico Hulkenberg can do. P6. Logan Sargent. He'll be coming across the line to see what he can do. Charles Leclerc. Yeah, Oscar's got to do another lap. Oscar has got to do another lap. We're going to send him out on a new soft. Send him out on one. Let's reconfigure that. We got to send him out. We got to send him out again. Send out. We gotta send Oscar out. So Oscar's going out on a new set of softs. Let's see what he's able to do. Yeah, because right now he's getting eliminated, so we can't be having that. Can't be having that.
Good gap in front.
So Oscar happy to open a lap.
So Lando's about to start a flyer. We're gonna go on the onboard. We're gonna be paying attention to these sector times here. Opens up DRS. Hopefully that Sauber gets out of the way. Saying the Sauber impeded him.
We saw that.
Green sector 1 though for Oscar Piastri, despite the impediment. Let's see if he's able to continue. So far, him and Charles are being eliminated right now in Q2, which would be two big names out in Q2, but green sector 2 for Oscar. Oscar's on a heater lap right now. Let's see what Oscar's able to do. Start, finish line, DRS open. Let's see what Oscar's able to do. P3! We knew Oscar could do that. That's the Oscar we know. That was beautiful by Oscar.
Oscar, recharge on and call the car, please.
Copy.
What a lap by Oscar Piastri. No threat of being eliminated whatsoever. Now let's go take a look at the driver that could very much be eliminated here. Let's go watch his lap. Sector 2. Can he save himself from being eliminated? He does, but that also means that there is a Mercedes who is also risking being eliminated, but he's on greens. Can he save himself? No! George Russell's unable to save himself. He's P2. He's not going to be able to get around and do another lap. So Lewis Hamilton out in Q1, Russell out in Q2. A Ferrari barely making it. Hulkenberg is on the verge of being eliminated. Is Alonso going to eliminate Hulkenberg? He's on another lap. His teammate Stroll is P4. Fernando Alonso. Can Fernando Alonso save himself from being eliminated? He's yellow, green. Will that be enough? No, it's not enough. It's not enough. Can Logan Sargent save himself from being eliminated? Ooh, that's gonna hurt. The Aston Martin not getting out of the way. That's gonna hurt with your Logan. With the Williams. You're mad. You're upset if you're the Williams right now. Because that's 100% an Aston Martin impeding on Sargent's lap. He was on a green-yellow. There's no saying that he could have made it. Because green, but that's not enough. Let's take a look at Carlos Sainz here. I think, not far behind is Danny Rick, who's set in a purple sector 2. Going a little bit quicker than the Ferrari of Carlos Sainz here. Danny Rick, one of my favorite former drivers. I love his personality. He was a dude that was funny. He had a devil me care attitude, didn't give a fuck. Let's see what Carlos Sainz is able to do. Right behind him is the Red Bull of Ricardo, who, despite setting a green 1 and a purple 2, stays P7. That is insane, though. That is honestly insane. So let's take a look at the timetable for Q2. Max Verstappen goes quickest once again. Carlos Sainz P2, Checo Perez P3, Oscar P4, Lance Stroll P5, Lando P6, Daniel Rick P7, Charles Leclerc P8, Yuki Tsunoda P9, Nico Hulkenberg P10. All of these guys have made it into the top 10 shootout. Valtteri Bottas will be starting P11, George Russell P12, Fernando Alonso P13, Kevin Magnussen P14, Logan Sargent P15. Obviously, Lewis Hamilton will be starting 16th, Esteban 17th, Alex 18th, Pierre Gasly 19th, and Joe Granu will be starting P20. Now we go into Q3, and my qualifying for Q3 is no matter what, both drivers will be doing 2 runs. This first run being on a fresh set of softs. Actually, nah. We'll see. We'll see how Q3 goes. Obviously, Q3 is going to be a shorter qualifying session, so we're going to see how that goes. This is obviously the most important session because Q3 is
Track
a
should be great.
formality at this point. We should expect to be here in Q3 every time. No matter what, we should expect to be in Q3. As Oscar has left the pit lane, we'll go ahead and send Lando out. "12-minute Q3, and then we got obviously the full feature length race.
You can bring the tyre in.
Confirm.
Alrighty. I low-key want to get Oscar a win here in Australia. Not only as a morale booster from last race. We're going to go ahead and go visor cam for Oscar as we set, as we look to start his flyer. We're going to go visor cam for Oscar.
Drive straight out, drive straight out. Track will be clear. Let's go.
Alrighty, down the start finish straight, DRS open. Let's see what Oscar's able to
Shouldn't be anyone in front that will back you up. Okay, mate, let's go for it.
do. So this is pretty much what Oscar is seeing. Oscar, green sector 2-1 for Lando. Green sector 2 for Oscar. Green sector 2 for Lando. Alright, let's see these times. Oscar is about to start. Checo with the 1:15.8, Oscar with the 1:16.2. See about Lando as he's about to come around the final couple corners here. .116.6 for Oscar. Obviously, they'll be coming around. They'll be doing another lap. While they come around, I'm going to go grab me a drink.
Tyre temperatures are in a good window. This could be difficult with traffic at the end of the lap. Let's go.
Tyres behaving kind of as expected.
And track is now clear.
Let's go for it.
Alrighty, ladies and gents, we are back as Oscar and Lando has started their next flyers. Oscar and Max, did I say? I don't know what I said. This might not be a good lap for Oscar, because it looks like purple sector 2 for Oscar. That Racing Bull is going so slow, it's slowing Oscar down. Yeah, that slowed Oscar down so much. He's probably not going to improve. He goes P4.
That's currently P4. It's a good lap.
But again, that was a lot of being held up. We'll go ahead, we'll pit both drivers, and we'll put them on another fresh set of softs. Lando going P2. So that's pretty good for both drivers. Looking pretty good so far for both. We'll pin them both. We'll send them out on another. Obviously, Oscar is going to be in before him, so we'll reconfigure Oscar. I don't know that's when, but at some point, Oscar passed the Racing Bull.
Okay, so remember pit lane speed limiter.
And stop on your marks.
Reconfigure. New soft. Let's go run plan, 1 lap. Confirm. Reconfigure that.
Lando pit lane.
Lando
And
just
just remind
entered the
you,
pit.
the
Go ahead and go
pit
back
lane.
out, Oscar.
And we're boxing now. Stop in front of the garage.
And both cars pretty much went right through each other. New soft. 1 lap. Go ahead and reconfigure that, and you'll get sent right back out. Send right back out. Alright, let's get it. These should be the final laps of qualifying. Both drivers should be able to get around to do their final flyer. And yeah, very excited to see what both drivers can do. See if Oscar can improve. Mission started lagging, so I closed that. But I'm home, taking shit, taking airs. I said I'll be happy to say less. So, you missed some stuff, bruh. Lewis got knocked out in Q1, and then George got knocked out in Q2. Lewis, I'm more should be more frustrating because he was on a flyer, he was looking good, then he caught up to a slower car on a flyer, and for whatever reason, the AI in this game doesn't know that the Mercedes is quicker, and so he just stayed behind the slower car, and he ended up going yellow sector 2 and 3, and ended up finishing P16 in Q1. I think he had a purple sector 1, and then he caught up to a slow car and just got impeded the rest of the way. As Oscar begins his final flyer, Lando will be able to get across for his final flyer. Lando currently P2, Oscar currently P5. Obviously, it's Oscar's home race. I kind of want to get him a win in this race, mainly because it's his home race, 1, and 2, I want to give him some confidence after a P14 finish in Jeddah. That's kind of what I want to do. Obviously, Lando, I want to maximize his points because he's still leading the drivers. I still want to favor him a little bit. So if it gets to a point where I can't favor Oscar, I just got to let him go. I got to let him go. I got to focus on Lando because he's currently our driver champion leader. But Oscar goes green in sector 1, yellow in sector 2. Lando's going green in sector 1. Don't know his sector 2 time yet. He goes yellow in sector 2 as well. There's probably some traffic involved with that. We'll see if he's able to improve. Oscar currently P5. Will he be able to improve? As he comes across the start finish, he will improve to P3 with a 1:15.
Plus P3, good stuff.
Nice lap.
Obviously, Lando P2, so if he doesn't improve, it's not the end of the world. He comes across with a 1:15.1, so he will not improve. But still currently P2. So currently we have 2 drivers.
Yeah, confirm.
See, Max is currently on a flyer, Checo's on a flyer, and Danny Rick's on a flyer. We will, Max is coming around the final corner. If he was on a true flyer lap, he'll probably remain. Yeah, he'll remain P1. Danny Rick does not improve from P8. Checo, P7. Say less. See if Checo's able to improve. He's currently P7 in the Red Bull. Let's see if Checo's able to improve. I think he's the only one we're waiting on to put in enough time. He's green and green. Can he improve from his P7? Coming around that final corner. Is Checo able to improve? He does. He improves to P4. So your starting grid will be Max Verstappen P1, Lando P2, Oscar P3, Checo P4, Carlos 5th, Charles 6th, Nico 7th, Danny 8th, Stroll 9th, and Tsunoda 10th. That is your point starting grid. Obviously, we'll get the full starting grid because I don't think anybody had a penalty, but someone take errors outside, finish my lane, then I can get on mine, but I'll have to pause mid-race if he gets here, unless you'd rather just wait until tonight the game. I'm going to be doing this. The race is probably going to take about another hour and a half, so, and then we're probably going to start cleaning after that, so it'll probably have to be later. But we'll see. We'll see.
Well, the fans here are all set. Every one of them eagerly awaiting the 58 laps of today's race.
Albert Park often seems to set teammate against teammate. From Hill and Villeneuve dueling for the 1996 win, to Bottas beating fellow Mercedes driver and pole sitter Hamilton to the win in 2019.
The Albert Park circuit is bursting with rapid corners and a long straight where drivers can push their speed to the limits. Good attention to medium speed downforce will likely make beating this beast of a track just a little bit easier. The teams are making their final preparations down in the pit lane, ahead of today's race.
Albert Park is one of my favorite circuits. I love how quick and fast flowing it is. But let's take a look at the starting race grid. Starting on pole will be Max Verstappen. Closing out the front row will be Lando Norris. In third will be Oscar. Fourth will be Checo. Fifth will be Carlos. Sixth will be Charles. Seventh will be Nico. Danny Rick will be 8. Lance Stroll will be 9. Yuki Tsunoda P10. Continuing the rest of the grid, you got Valtteri Bottas in 11th, George Russell in 12th, Fernando Alonso in 13th, Kevin Magnussen in 14th, Logan Sargent in 15th, Lewis Hamilton 16th, Esteban Ocon 17th, Alex Albon 18th, Pierre Gasly 19th, and Zhou Guanyu will be starting at the back of the grid. In terms of what I want to do for the race, I do like this strategy a lot. Soft, medium, hard. I like that. I forgot to do this. We're going to go into the race with both drivers on 60 laps of fuel. I much rather would have more fuel than anything. Driver options. Can I have them? Yes. Pace mode. At the very beginning, I want these guys to push off the line. You got 2 laps of extra fuel to be able to push off the line. I want to get another McLaren 1-2. I would love to do that. To get another McLaren 1-2 will get us closer to concealing the constructors as quickly as possible. It'll also help us concealing the drivers as quickly as possible. Obviously, that's the goal. If we can get Oscar the win here in Australia, I will do that because it is his home race. And plus, I want to give him some confidence after a P14 finish in Jeddah. I've probably said that like 50 million times already. Well, let's get it. Let's get into the race. Let's manage this session.
Final checks are being carried out by the teams, and it won't be long until we get this race underway. And for Lando Norris, this is another chance to see what he can do in this car.
It's a P2 start for them, an excellent opportunity, and no doubt they'll be looking to grab it with both hands.
Right,
Lando.
Let's get to it then.
Lando looking for his 3rd race win in a row.
Brace yourselves for the Australian Grand Prix.
Here we go, 5 red lights, and we are
And it's lights out.
underway
and
here
away
in
we
Melbourne
go.
Park. Let's see how good we can get off that line. Looking like a slow start for both drivers. Lando's able to maintain.
Are you stupid?
Max Verstappen had a great launch off the line.
Yep, we see that.
But we're going to be hunting. Obviously, everybody is going to, both Lando and Oscar are going to be pushing. We want to be able to catch him before he gets too far away. And Lando Norris, speaking of, is closing in on Max. He's not that far behind. He's about 4/10 off. He's right there on the gearbox of Max Verstappen. Can he get it? Let's go on and on board for him. Let's see if we can't watch him get this overtake here on Max Verstappen. There's no DRS. He's going for the overtake. Can he get it? And he will. And then Oscar is literally right behind him. Can Oscar get him too?
Mega. Did a very good job.
I forgot to set this overtake aggression on high. We do not
Just
want to
use the
fight
chance
teammate.
now.
We do not want to fight teammate. Overtake aggression on high. Always defend. Do not fight your teammate. Whatever you do, please do not fight your teammate.
And DRS
What a
enabled.
great start for Lando, though, as he will set the
is
fastest
Verstappen.
lap of the race.
Verstappen 0.8.
Oscar trying to catch up.
Yeah, confirm.
Lando trying to pull away.
It's time to try and start.
Oscar has DRS. He's closing in. We need you to stay with him, Oscar. Stay with him. You're 4/10 off. Once Lando gets out of DRS range, we'll put his engine to normal. We'll slow down on using these tires. And he does. All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna put the engine on balance. Let's put the tire on standard.
Cool.
We'll go ahead and go neutral on ERS. What can Oscar do? He's holding us up, Oscar. We need you to try to get ahead of him as quickly as possible. Lando's already almost at a 2-second gap to Max.
Feel okay so far.
And on the dive bomb into that turn, Oscar gets Max. Now we just gotta get him to stick the overtake. And you can hear the fans roaring in front of the grandstands as Oscar overtakes Max Verstappen. That was a beautiful overtake. Now we need to pull away.
Pack is low.
Copy.
Max is going to be going for the overtake. Oscar defending. Can he defend it into turn 1? He's going to be wheel to wheel. No, Max is going to overtake Oscar. He's going to get it back. But we got to be right here. We got to be right there. Stay with him, Oscar. Stay with him. Don't lose focus. Don't lose focus. We can get this battle done. We're gonna go standard on the tires because we are using more tire than I'd like. We're gonna go neutral on ERS, but we're gonna keep the engine pushing. Keep the engine pushing. We have the fuel to spare. Keep that engine pushing. We need to get these tire temps under control. We're also using a lot more tire than I would like already. Worst case scenario, we have to pit Oscar a little bit early. What is the pit window again? Pit window starts lap 12 off these softs. As Oscar is right there. Ooh, might have made some contact with Max.
Overtaking is very, very
He
difficult.
tried to go for that dive bomb, it looked like again, into that
We don't
corner.
want to lose too much time.
Like I said, we still got fuel to push. So no worries, no worries. We're trying to cool down these tires.
Copy.
One thing we cannot afford to do is lose DRS. We got to maintain DRS range. Because there's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 DRS zones here. There's a lot of pace that can be made on 4 DRS zones. Max goes to defend. So as long as we can maintain that, we can stay. We can stay in this fight. Because Lando's pulling away. I want to try to get Oscar. I want to give Oscar a race win, but I can't do that if Oscar cannot overtake Max. If Oscar does not want to overtake Max, we cannot get that done. We're approaching a chicane here. Oscar is 4/10 off Max. He's right on the gearbox. Does he try to go for the overtake? No, he doesn't. But he's right there. He's on the gearbox. Max gets a good exit. Oscar's right there, though. We're also losing time to Checo behind. He's going for the overtake. Max is defending it hard. Oscar's going around the outside. And he does it. We need to get it to stick. We need to get it to stick. We need to make this stick. Can Oscar make this stick?
Lovely stuff.
The fans are loving
Great
it.
work, Oscar.
We need to make
So
this
ahead
stick.
of you is Lando.
The question is, how do we make this stick? Because now we're in the same boat that we were in trying to get away from Max. We may have to push the tire a little bit. Let's go aggressive on the tire.
Okay,
Let's go
Max
deploy.
Use overtake.
Copy.
I want to make this stick. So that in order to do that, we gotta pull away. So let's see what Oscar can do. These tires are falling away quick for Oscar. Whereas Max still has really, really good tires. It's just not. It's just going to be very difficult. Let's go standard again. We still got fuel to push on the engine, so we'll keep that going.
Deep breath. You're going to be okay. Car behind is Perez now.
Copy.
Yeah, we might end up having to focus on defending against Checo here. Yeah, Max might be out of DRS range. We might have been able to keep it. No, we did not keep DRS range through there. So we will have to fight against Checo. It's fine though. We still got plenty of fuel. We still got plenty of fuel. Checo has DRS, so we got to defend against Checo. If we can overtake Max and get Checo and Max to start fighting, that is the opportunity we need to have to be able to pull away with Oscar. I'm not worried about Lando. Lando's in a land of his own. He's 3 seconds up. I'm going to start watching Ted Lasso, so I'm going to close out of the stream. Let me know how it turns out. Say less. I got you, broski. Checo Perez is right there.
Any feedback on these tyres?
We're going to have to pit Oscar on lap 12.
A bit.
Yeah, we're going to have to pit Oscar on lap 12. Carlos Sainz is getting into the fight. But we're also still right there on Max. This is going to be very interesting. It's very interesting indeed. There's a lot. There's a lot. P2 to P6 is a DRS train basically. We've got DRS on Max. Checo's got DRS on us. Sainz has DRS on Checo. Charles has DRS on Carlos. So it's straight up a DRS train here. Who's going to be the first to break out of it? Oscar sizing up an overtake on Max, but that's going to allow Checo to come right in. Max gets the Oscar gets the overtake on Max. Now again, can we pull away though?
Well done, good job.
Can we pull away?
Oscar,
once we get pulled away, we gotta be able to start. We gotta start conserving these tires if we want to get to the correct pit stop, which is lap 15. He's having to use a lot of his tire to be able to stay in this fight. So we gotta hope that the Red Bulls start fighting behind.
Yeah, okay.
Because if they start fighting, that is our opportunity to start pulling away. There's going to be a lot of fighting here. There's a lot of fighting here as it's about to be 3 wide. Carlos Sainz sizes up the overtake on Checo, and he gets it. So now that Ferrari is hunting for Verstappen. We got to hope that comes in to help us at some point. No, Max is gonna easily overtake Oscar. We gotta defend against Carlos here into that first turn.
There's still opportunities here. Okay, that's Sainz behind now.
You can't let Sainz overtake. If we start falling away, that's not gonna be good. Max is pulling away, so now it's looking more like we're just going to be fighting this. Let's go balance on the engine. Balance on the engine.
And coast.
Yeah, copy.
And let's try to conserve this tire a little bit more.
Okay, keep looking after the tire.
Oscar is perfectly fine. He's actually putting fuel back into the car.
He has DRS.
Okay, yeah.
Some overtakes being sized up, but none going to be taken. There's a lot of fighting going on behind. We're also going to top up on this battery.
Focus on recharge.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oscar's going to lose the place to Carlos.
Copy. Okay.
He doesn't have a whole lot of
Still plenty of
he
opportunities.
doesn't have a whole lot of battery, so that's why we started topping up. We're gonna have to pit Oscar. We're gonna have to pit Oscar lap 11 or lap 12 at this point. We're trying to get him to conserve this tire so we can try to get it to lap 15, but it's not looking like that's going to be the case. As there's going to be some scrapping here into that turn. Max is gaining on Lando in P1. Oscar's not even going to battle Charles there. So Oscar's falling down. He's falling down, but it's fine. I'm not worried still.
Plenty to play for.
Because we're conserving our tires to pit in 2 laps time. Lando's looking good out there all by himself. Well, thank you, baby. This race is gonna be interesting. Checo thought about sizing up an overtake over there. We're gonna go into neutral for the battery on Oscar. We're also gonna go standard for the
We
tire.
can use the pace now.
Yep, and then pit options. We're gonna go to medium next lap.
Oscar will box at the end of this lap.
Copy box.
Same with Lando.
You're P6 at the moment.
Oh, they're wanting Lando to extend.
Ahead of you,
They're
Perez.
wanting Lando to extend.
Gap 0.7.
Lap.
Stroll is now the
18.
car behind.
Yeah, just drive. Just drive. Oscar, just drive. Don't worry about it. Focus on your own race. We're gonna go ahead, start pushing that tire.
Okay, let's
Go
see
ahead
if
and
we
use
can get
deploy.
past.
Because he'll be coming in.
Use deploy.
Copy.
He'll be coming in this lap. So go ahead, start pushing. This is not the race that I really wanted for Oscar, but it's unfortunate. It's not the race that I really wanted, but it's Unfortunately, the racer are probably going to
Good
get.
window, well done.
Copy.
Yeah, let's focus on Lando ahead. Actually, no. And then on the outlap, we're going to go ahead. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to put
Lift
this
off
in
end
top
of
up.
Copy.
Because Oscar's already in the pits.
Oscar, put that.
Lewis hasn't really been able to make pace so far. 2.3 second pit stop. I love that. That makes me so happy.
Currently, that is P17. Next
Go ahead and go
car
aggressive.
is Bottas,
Go ahead and go
Yeah,
attack.
he
Let's
is
get these
1.7.
tires.
Car
into
behind is
temp.
Ocon, and 1.1.
Actually, no, we'll go aggressive. Get those tires in temp. We're gonna do one push lap on them, and then we're gonna go neutral.
Key thing is to keep the tyre in good shape. Keep the
We're
tyre
gonna
in good
keep the
shape.
top up.
Copy.
Actually, we're gonna go harvest on this opening
Recharge
lap.
on.
Copy.
Ocon has DRS.
Not worried about them. Carlos in the pits. Alright, here we go.
The tyre temperature should be in a good place.
Copy.
We're gonna head go deploy, go push, go
Use
attack.
overtake.
Copy.
Let's get a flyer in on these mediums.
Let's go and get Gasly.
Go ahead and push. We're gonna try to push the lap 18 for Lando. I think he can get these tires to last a couple more laps. So yeah.
Pack is low.
Copy.
Yeah, good.
Let's go ahead. Alright, so Oscar's coming around the final corners. A few people are in the pits. Albon might have damage.
It's a good
Fastest lap, we take that. Go ahead and set these to standard. I don't want to wear those tires out.
Copy.
Now just go racing. Alright, let's go focus on Lando because we're getting near to his pit stop. I trust Oscar can go racing and do well.
Lando, from our side, the tyres look good.
Especially if like these guys start to pit. Lando's looking like, yeah, it's looking like Lando's about to go get a third race win in a row, which I'm fine with. I am fine with Lando getting another race win. Oscar got Gasly, so he's making some headways through the pack, which is good. Checo pitted. Max didn't. That's the guy I'm more worried about. Once we get lap 17, we'll tell Lando to get ready to pit. Yeah, he's catching up to Carlos. Love to see that. Lewis is in the points, but he hasn't pitted yet. We still got a long ways to go. We still got about 42 laps left in this race. And we'll go ahead. Yellow somewhere.
Verstappen in front
Verstappen has pitted. Sargent locked up on turn 13. Alright. Wait, we haven't started the lap yet. There we go. Pit options. Go to a medium. Not this lap. Actually. Hit this lap, hit this lap, hit this lap.
Lando, box this lap.
Yeah,
Push this tire, push
I
the...
can't hear you. Box, I think.
Okay, Lando, we need to push.
Confirm.
A lot of guys in the pits ahead. We'll actually go harvest on the battery.
And we can have recharge on, please.
Confirm.
Recharge on.
Confirm. Lando for lanes.
Alright, Lando's in the pits. There's a lot of traffic right here.
Overtaking is very, very difficult.
Yeah, I know,
There are
but there's a lot of
opportunities
traffic
ahead.
right there, so...
And we'll be clear at exit.
.6 pit stop. We should be able to come out.
That's Pete.
Go ahead and go aggressive. Go neutral on the battery.
So Verstappen is the car behind.
And it's going to be the same thing once we get around.
And recharge on, recharge
We're
on.
going to do a push.
Yeah, confirm.
We're going to do a push lap. Oscar P6, we like to see that. We're both in the points, so again, that's my main focus. I just want to finish in points. That is our most important thing, I think, in my opinion. Alright, push.
Good.
Push, 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 push.
Okay, Lando, we would like 100% pace, please.
Confirm.
Push, push, push. See if we can't take that fastest lap. And also close that 10-second gap down. Has Charles already pitted? No, Charles has not pitted. Charles, is started off on a medium, so he hasn't yet to pit. So we're effectively still P1. But obviously I want to create a gap. I don't want to have there to be any controversy. You know what I'm saying? That medium tire for Charles has got to start hurting at some point soon.
Careful with the battery.
Yep, confirm.
No hop done.
Alonso pitted.
Okay, mate, that is the fastest lap.
Boom, Lando takes the
Confirm.
fastest lap.
Lando suggests a little bit of Lyco
Yeah, confirm.
We're gonna top up on the battery
and recharge on is
for
okay,
a
please.
few laps.
Confirm.
We're still gonna use a little bit, but we're gonna top up mostly. We have a gap that I'm more comfortable with being
And
able to
there's
do
been a
that.
slow pit stop.
Magnussen had a slow
Deep
pit.
breath. You're going to be okay.
As of now, just keep driving. Everything will be fine. How are these tires looking for Oscar? They're still on pace, so that's good.
Sweet.
Nice work, Oscar.
Next car is Verstappen.
Charles in the pits. Is Oscar going to be able to pass him? Yes, he will. Yellow's behind.
Is Verstappen.
Albon locked up into turn 11. He's nowhere near our race, so that's fine. Yeah, we just gotta keep focusing on the driving. Yeah, we've entered in a lull. We got a while before any pit windows open, so we've got a lull. A little bit of a lull, but that's fine. Let's go take a look. Yeah, Oscar's having more of an entertaining. Ooh.
There's still opportunities here.
Yeah. Checo dive bombed Oscar there. But we're going to follow it up with a dive bomb of our
We
own.
don't want to lose too much time.
No, we can't.
Okay, Leclerc is the car behind.
Come on, I have faith you can do this. I'm going to put Lando back on neutral.
Oscar, any feedback on these tyres?
Tire feels okay.
Wow, Checo goes around the outside of Carlos. So Checo is wasting no time doing anything. My goodness, I hate that this like there are times where I do the sticks and it does that, where it just goes back. I would still say, after Jeddah, this is a good follow-up race. Because we've been able to maintain points. Got a little bit of fuel, so you know what? We're gonna push a little bit with Oscar. I
Suggest
wanna
reduce a bit, lift and coast.
Yep, copy.
We got a lot of fuel. You know what? Same. We're gonna burn them down
To do less LICO.
Confirm.
2 laps each. 2 laps spare fuel of each. We're gonna push them. Push. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, Oscar Piastri, I didn't think you had that in you. What a double overtake in front of the fans. Checo is still there though. Gotta be mindful of Checo. You know what? I'm still proud of that. That was beautiful.
How's DRS?
Yep, copy.
We're gonna bring you down to 2 laps fuel each, and then we're gonna go back to neutral. Keep a close eye on Carlos right behind. I don't know why we're getting over here, because that's asking to get dive bombed. I would keep the racing line as close to the corners as I can.
He has DRS.
Yeah.
Use overtake.
Yeah, let's pull away. Just pull away. Still not comfortable. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Go aggressive.
Let's see what pace you can do.
Pull away from Carlos. Pull away from Carlos. We need to get him out of our DRS. We need to. That is a must. You got to get Carlos out of DRS. Go ahead and go to neutral. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, Oscar? Come on, man. Go ahead and go top up.
Reminder for the recharge button.
Yep.
Pack is low.
Yep. Copy.
We gotta go top up.
Nice.
Good job. Next car's Perez. 2.5.
Come on. Come on, Oscar.
Oscar, how's the tyre now?
Still okay for now.
Why are we not defending that harder? We need to defend that harder. You're not driving like you're in peak confidence, brother. You need to defend hard. Like, what is that? You moved over and let him pass. I'm sorry, that's very frustrating in my opinion.
We think there's still opportunities.
Literally just moved over and let him pass. I was just trying to get a little bit hot.
2.5.
So we gotta go down to standard.
Copy.
Yeah, at this point, I don't know how to. I don't know what to do. We're gonna go top up on him too.
And recharge
If Max
on.
gets under 3
gotcha.
seconds, we'll go ahead and because if I can top up these batteries and get them back up to 100, we'll push with overtake. I will say the Mercedes are having recovery drives. Russell, after starting P12, P12 is now P7. Russell goes from P16 to P12. So they're having good drives.
Copy, you're doing a good job.
Currently P4, Oscar. Perez ahead.
And we broke DRS on Carlos after that, so that's good. That's what we wanted to see. That was honestly like the big thing we needed. Was that. And we're still pushing him down to 2 laps of fuel. Lap 39 is the pit, so 10 more laps before Oscar's next pit. And luckily, topping up with both drivers isn't causing a lot of issues, so that's good.
Has DRS, 1 second.
Ooh, I didn't notice that. Charles has DRS now.
Tyre management, everything's good.
Okay.
Alright, that's good. That's good. It's good defense. Lando, even topping up, is still like is still pulling away from Max. So yeah, It's probably going to be another race win for Lando, which is good. Again, points. We are trying to seal the constructors and the drivers as soon as possible, so there's less
Yep.
to worry about.
Copy.
I'm not going to change anything.
No harm done.
Behind you is Sainz.
And again, we just got over and let him by. I don't know why Oscar is doing that, and it's actually starting to get a little frustrating that he's doing that. Because he should.
He's ahead.
He is on always defend, and he's just letting cars by. And that's not something I like. We can't just be letting cars by. So, I mean, I don't know how else to deal with that. Like, we don't have a whole lot of wiggle room for tires, so Lando might have a little bit more wiggle than Oscar does right now. That does look like Sainz is on a hard, so that is also
overtaking is
probably part of
very
why
difficult.
he's been able to keep
There's still
pace, because these
opportunities there.
mediums have gone off a cliff, where hards probably have not yet. So it also probably means Sainz is lining up a soft stint at the very end of the race. He's probably going long. I wish I would have known that, so I wouldn't have tried to fight him as hard.
We are ready for you.
Yep.
So we're in the pit window, but we're not going to pit. We still got
Okay, that's
Time.
Sainz ahead.
lap 34, actually. Lap 34. So we're closing in. Lap 33, we'll tell him to pit the next lap.
You are currently P6.
Car ahead is
Oscar's
Sainz now.
topping
Let's
up
go
a
get
little
him.
bit quicker than
0.4.
Oscar is, or Orlando is. But again, Lando's still making distance away. Oscar is fighting with a hard tire runner. So, so I'm actually happy, because not only are we fighting a hard tire runner on a worn medium, we're also topping up on battery a little bit. We're still pushing with the engine, and they're able to keep the engine cool, which I'm very proud of. Piastri gets Sainz right there, but he's going to come back at us. Those hards are probably still very, those hards are still very durable. So they still got a ways to go on those hards, whereas Oscar doesn't have much farther to go on these mediums. Next lap, we're going to tell him to pit the next lap onto hards. So
Still plenty of opportunities.
actually, yeah. Sainz is using up a lot more of his hard than Leclerc has, so his will probably fall off the cliff a lot quicker, which will mean he'll have to pit sooner for another set of tires. So yeah, I'm not worried. Lando is starting to approach a back marker, so pretty soon he'll be overtaking back markers, which is fine. He's closing in on Sargent, who is way behind everybody else.
Yeah, okay.
That's good defense by Oscar against Sainz right there. He is almost at the 2 laps of fuel, so he will be back into neutral fuel. Actually, no, we can tell him he's going to pit to a hard. Next lap. I hate that it does that.
Box now.
So he'll actually stay.
Copy, box.
He'll actually stay on that engine because he'll push going into the pits. Bottas looks like Bottas has pitched. Zhou has pitted.
Copy, okay.
That's fine. Go ahead and start pushing on this tire.
Okay,
Go
to
ahead and
close
use
the gap.
deploy.
Use the overtake button.
Charles sets the fastest lap of 1:21.9. Go ahead and push because he's pitting this lap. Checo's in the pits.
Okay, we don't want to lose too much time.
And then these hards will go the rest of the way. Lando's about to be on neutral as well. It's just that these mediums have fallen off. Alright. So, yep, Oscar's in the pits. Let's go ahead and focus on Lando, who is just about to enter his optimal pit window,
How the
but
tires?
he doesn't pit till lap 39.
Struggling more with
So
Ria.
he's got 4 more laps. 4.6 second. What happened there?
Sorry for that.
"27-second pit stop. That's not ideal.
P8.
Still gonna push.
Perez is ahead
Go
now.
top up.
1.5.
Go attack. Let's
Got
get.
0.7.
Let's go aggressive. Get those tires up to temp.
Let's keep pushing up to cars ahead. Everybody recharge on.
Copy.
Lap 38. We'll tell Lando to pit the next lap. We're gonna top up with Lando until we come back around. And then we're gonna do a quick push lap,
Okay.
and then it'll be still top up until that battery hits 100, and then
Oh, it looks
just
like a
drive
pit
the rest
stop
of the way.
issue.
Max has a pit stop issue. That's good for Lando. That allows him to have a little bit of pull away. Alright, let's go attack. Go ahead, go use
Let's
deploy.
attack.
Go get
Tire looks
Alonso.
stable. Yeah.
Alonso might be fighting. Ooh, we might have pushed Alonso wide there. We're closing in on Checo. Immediately on the gearbox of Checo.
Alonso is now the car behind. 0.8. Plenty to play for.
Well, that for retelling Lando to prepare to pit the next lap. Very next lap he's at. Engine running hot, but we are on the gearbox of Checo, who is on a fresh hard. But we're gonna get by him. Let's go. Good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Alright. Go ahead. Let's top up. Go balanced.
That was fastest lap.
And then let's go standard.
Yep.
Oscar says the fastest lap on a hard.
Copy. Recharge on.
Let's go ahead over here on Lando. We'll be on him until he pits. And then we'll go ahead.
Doing a good job with the front tyres. Keep this up.
Yeah, confirm.
Alright. Go ahead. You're going to pit next lap.
Boxes lap.
Oscar is
Happy to
going to
box.
conserve fuel and top off until, or top up until battery's at 100, fuel's at 4. Obviously, last lap and a half we're going to push. We got 20 more laps remaining. Lando's got a nice gap. So I'm not too worried. Lando might get his third race win in a row. Oscar is trying to make headways, trying to get back into this race, get on the podium. I'm making a McLaren 1-2, preferably, but that's going to take a lot of effort. It's going to take a lot of work from him. So, alrighty. So once he finally comes around, goes across that start finish, we will put him on aggressive. We'll tell him to push, push, push. Get a good in lap, so that way we lose as very little time. Going, go, go, go.
Let's
Use
have
deploy
100%
as well.
those, please.
Yeah, confirm.
So you'll be pitting this lap. I think honestly Oscar probably could have gone a little bit farther on these mediums, but I just want to keep it similar. Fastest lap goes to Max Verstappen on 120.8. What tire is Max on? He is on a fresh hard. Okay, so Max is on a fresh hard. Lando's about to come in for a fresh hard. He's pushing right now, obviously, to the box. In worst case scenario, Oscar's finish is P5. I am fine with that. Again, after a P14 finish in Qatar, or not Qatar, fucking Jeddah, I'm sure he'll take that. I'm sure he'll take that. Oscar's in the, Lando's in the pits. Let's take a look at it. 2.4. Feel like that still could be a little bit quicker. But he's not going to lose a whole lot of time. In fact, I think, nope. He won't maintain his P1, but he's got good cause.
In front of you now is Leclerc.
Yep.
Gap to Leclerc,
Aggressive.
2.2.
Let's get these
Sainz
tires
now
up to
Calvin.
temp. It's going to be the same thing. Go ahead and go top up. Go ahead, go top up. Let's get this battery back up.
Careful with the battery.
Yeah, confirm.
And then it's going to be Actually, no. We're gonna go harvest. We're gonna go harvest.
Recharge.
I want
on.
as much battery there as possible. Again, what a recovery drive by the Mercedes drivers, by the way. Lewis started P16, and he's now in the points. He's P10. Russell started P12, and he's now P8. So they've had some recoveries. I'm very impressed.
Lando tyres behaving kind of as expected.
All right,
Cool.
go ahead and continue. Let's go ahead doing a push
And
lap.
his overtake.
Yeah, confirm.
Can we catch? Oh, Charles is gonna have to pit at some point, so we're still technically effectively P1. We're still effectively P1. And there. Speaking of Charles, there he is, right there.
Ahead is the clerk.
I don't think he
Point
can
7.
afford to.
So Verstappen
really-
is the car behind.
Can't really afford to fight us because he doesn't have the. Oh my God! Lando, you dirty dog.
Mega.
Good work.
That was mega, Lando. Oh my goodness, you dirty dog, you. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I'll be quite frank. The Alpine moves over.
And Leclerc will have DRS on you.
It's fine. Charles can have DRS.
Confirm.
We'll go ahead, go top up.
Let's have recharge on then, please.
Confirmed.
And boom. We'll take
Okay,
that
that's
fastest lap.
the fastest lap.
Go ahead, go top up.
Think about corner.
Very proud of this race so far. It's a very good
Yeah,
race.
confirmed.
Let's go ahead and go take a look at Oscar. Carlos is in the pits. We're gonna go ahead and put him. Actually, let's just keep these guys on neutral. No need. Oscar's gonna get P4. He's got quite a ways away to max, so I think we just keep going. He's got quite a ways to max, so just focus on driving. Not too worried about Checo behind. Because it says Checo is. Oh, that's to the leader. Okay, never mind. He's got 14 seconds. I was like, that's quite a bit of time. No, that's fine. I thought that was different. Lando's still
Tire
pushing his
temperature
engine.
management looking very good.
He started pushing at 4 laps, so he's been pushing for quite a bit on his engine, which is fine. He's 0.2 away from having to go back into normal driving. Charles is in the pits. So yeah, it's about a 10-second gap. We love to see that. It's gonna be a race to see if he push. I want to see if we can't.
Oscar,
I want to see if
suggest
we
we
can't
reduce a
get
bit
Charles
left
out
of
of the
the
pits.
Copy.
Can we get Charles out of the pits? No, we're not gonna be able to. That's fine. I wanted to see if we could push. I probably should have reckoned. Ooh, Oscar still has a chance at the podium too. He still has a chance at the podium. Which should be really good. If we can catch up to Leclerc and pass him. Leclerc is on a soft, so Leclerc's gonna have mega pace. He's gonna have some mega pace. Prepared to go ahead, tell Oscar to start conserving a little bit of fuel.
The sergeant has blue flags.
$15 laps to go. Sergeant moves out of the way. That's good. Good job, Sergeant.
Car ahead is Leclerc.
Yep, Leclerc is right there.
0.8.
He
No hop
should
on.
have DRS. And he does. Go get it done, go get it done, go get it done, go get it done, go get it done. Good job. Alright, Lando, you can go ahead and start
Sweet.
Good job.
just normal drive.
Oscar, currently that's P3. P3. Okay, that's Verstappen ahead of you.
We got podium.
We suggest a little bit more Lyco.
Yeah, confirm.
On the main straights, we're gonna go ahead.
Overtake available.
We'll go do that. Here we're gonna, through here we're gonna go top up because
Recharge
this
on.
is actually go. You might be sizing it up. There we go.
Use overtake.
All right, top up, top up.
And reminder for recharge.
Actually, no. Harvest. Harvest right here.
Recharge on.
Use it. Use it. Use it. Use it.
Overtake available.
We're gonna go harvest on the chicane. Harvest.
And
Deploy.
recharge should be on. Use overtake.
Defend it. Defend it. Defend it. Defend it. Defend it. Defend it. Harvest.
Recharge on.
Deploy it.
Okay, use deploy.
I'm gonna be using deploy quite a bit. I want to try to pull away. Let's push, 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 push,
You
push.
can reduce the Lyco slightly.
Deploy and push, deploy and push, deploy and push, deploy and push. He's on our gearbox. Deploy and push. Deploy and push.
How's the time?
Feel okay so far.
Nice defending the dive bomb. I saw it coming. I was hoping he would.
Pack is low.
What a beautiful.
Fuel is okay.
Come on. He's not going to be able to stick it. That is fine. We are defending
Stop, end of
somebody
strike.
who is on a soft, so you know what? I'll give it to him. That's perfectly fine with me. Because like I said, Charles is on a soft, so I know he's pushing. So that's fine by me. Oscar's still in the league of his own. He's actually got about a 10-second gap. Oscar, he's going to get his second win in a row. Piastri is going to possibly finish P4. If Charles can catch up to Max, then that's that, you know. I mean, we just got to pay attention. Those softs on Charles might drop off, and we might be able to get a cheeky overtake. So let's just keep an eye on that. I'm not too worried about Lando again. He's got nearly a 10-second gap, so it's all about what Oscar can do. Charles sets the fastest lap, but
0.4.
Oscar's maintained within a half a second
I
of
think
him,
there's
so
opportunities here.
Oscar's pace has got to be pretty decent too, because he's been able to maintain DRS on him. So, I mean, if Oscar is able to maintain DRS, Charles is going to go start catching up to Max. Is this 10 laps enough time for that to happen? And is this hard?
Blue flag.
And is this hard going to be last long enough? That Haas has to get over. That's got to be the Haas of Kevin Magnussen, which will allow Charles to get out of DRS, which sucks.
1.1.
But again, he is
There's
pushing.
good opportunities here.
What is this Haas doing? I don't know why this Haas is trying to fight a back marker as a back marker. He's fighting a car that he should not be fighting. You're not gonna do anything on a soft, Kevin. You're not. Lando officially has a 10-second gap on the guys in front.
Blue flags.
Yeah, that Haas is just going to keep getting blue flags, and he's going to have to keep getting over and letting Oscar by. He's just going to end up hurting his own race. I get it. You are on a soft. You have a little bit higher pace, but if you're a back marker, just take the back marker. You're not quick enough. Like, he's actually defending against Oscar. Like, he's legitimately defending. I don't know if you guys are seeing this.
1.5.
He is defending.
Still plenty of opportunities.
I don't know why the Haas thinks he has that ability. He goes off track. He's trying to size up a dive bomb. What is the Haas doing? I don't know. It blows my mind. I'm Confucian. Like, he's gonna do it again. He's gonna do it again. He's gonna size up an overtake. But he's not gonna keep it. He's just gonna keep hurting himself over and over and over again. If Magnussen wants to try to catch Albon, he needs to just stay behind Oscar. That's going to be his option to catch up to Albon. You just got to stay behind Oscar. But that interval is 7 seconds almost. So it's not... Yeah, I'm very confused with what that Haas was doing. Because he's coming back again. He's coming back at him again. Yeah, it blows my mind. I can't wait to get some upgrades on this car.
A blue flag.
Yep, Albon's got that blue flag. See, this is what he needed to do. Albon's got the blue flag. He's going to have to start getting over. Now, not only that, we've brought Magnussen within striking range of 2 more positions. That's what he needed to wait for, not for anything else. Yeah, Leclerc has pulled away. But again, he's catching on Max. Max is dropping on Lando. But yeah, he's ways away. It's looking like this might be the finish. A 1-4 for McLaren with 8 laps remaining, which is fine. We're just gonna conserve the fuel. Once we hit lap 57, we'll just push the cars. Blue flags. Look at that! Look at that! He was able to get Albon because he just followed us through. That's what he needed to do. We gave Magnussen P17. We wrapped it up and gave it to him. Now, whether he maintains it, that's entirely up to him. I'm still going to be very much impressed with the Mercedes cars. What recovery drives for both of them?
P4.
What
Gap
recovery
4.5.
drives? It is beautiful to watch, and because we have such gaps, we're just gonna top up. We're just gonna top up. I want to save battery. I don't know
And
what this
recharge
Sauber is
on
thinking.
now is
He's
okay.
gonna get another blue flag, and he's
Yeah.
gonna have to give that back, or he's just not gonna keep it.
Focus on recharge.
Why is the Sauber wheel to wheel with the McLaren? Why are we wheel to wheel with the McLaren? A car that you have no pace against. Make it make sense. You have no pace against that car. Why are you trying to overtake it? You're on the same tire too. He is on a hard. Why is he focusing on trying to overtake us? Joe, granted, he's gained 5 spots. He started P20. He's gained 5 spots. Bottas has disappointed. He's dropped. He started in the top 10. He started in the points and he just fell out. So... yeah, it's just going to be a little bit... Yep, it's just going to be... just get to the end. Maybe we can start catching up on Leclerc once that soft starts falling off. What is the soft at? 66%. That soft is going to start falling off soon. So, I mean, technically we do have a chance at it. We do have a chance. See, look at that, Kevin. You fought with us. We gave you a spot and you couldn't keep it. Unfortunate. Yellow flag somewhere. We'll wait and see what happened. Esteban Ocon locked up into turn 6. That doesn't affect our race. Luckily, we haven't had to deal with the safety car. We haven't had to deal with red flags. I think we've had 1 red flag. Maybe, if that. No VSCs, no nothing. Nobody's crashed, as far as I'm aware. At least I know. Well, there have been crashes because obviously Oscar crashed last race, but nothing that caused safety cars. So that's a good thing. That's beautiful. But yeah, now it's just we're in the window of time of we're just conserving to the end. We're just trying to get to the end. I wanted to try to give Oscar a race win here in his home Grand Prix, but that's not going to come to fruition, unfortunately.
5 laps to go.
5 laps to go.
Cool.
Yep. Yep, all we just got to do is maintain. Let's go watch Oscar for a bit, Orlando for a bit. The man in P1, possibly going to get his 3rd race win in a row. You know, let's push these cars to
Suggest we
neutral.
juice a bit, lift and coast.
To even gas. Let's just push these cars. Push these cars until they have neutral gas. We'll put them back into conserve. Let's just start pushing now.
How are the tyres?
Tires are okay.
Leclerc will get an extra point because he has the fastest lap. Lando's catching up to the Haas of Nico Hulkenberg. Who has been shown the blue flag. He will get over. Lando will pass.
So there are 4 laps to go.
Confirm.
We're on top of. He does have DRS on one of the thanks to the loss of Nico Hulkenberg, so he did get DRS. Let's see how many cars Lando can lap. Sainz is also catching up to Oscar. I don't think there's enough laps to go for him to close that 8-second gap, but Sainz is catching. Granted, Piastri's tires are at 50, so his tires are kind of falling off. But I don't think there's enough laps left for that to happen. Plus, they got 3 back markers they gotta pass, so I don't think it's gonna happen. Especially with both cars pushing. Yeah. So it looks like this race is gonna go kind of similar to how it started. Piastri technically loses a single place. Lando will have gained one. Like I said, I wanted to try to get Oscar the race win, but we got into some early fights with Max, and then we wore out the tires way too quick because I honestly wasn't paying attention. Luckily, it didn't hurt our race. And we're still gonna outscore the Red Bull, who is, I think, P2 in the constructors as of now. Yeah. So yeah, Oscar will have lost one. Lando will have gained a single position. As of right now, Oscar will gain 2 places back in the drivers as this race stands. But we're still gonna lose points to the Ferraris. The constructors, we're still gonna pull away fairly heavily.
Daniel has blue flags.
And we do have the fastest 2 pit stops. And again, this battle is still very important. Because this is extra money at the end of the season. So we're gaining quite a bit of points in this championship. We're extending our lead in the constructors. As Lando starts the final lap, we'll go push, good boy.
I'd like 100% pace, please.
Once Oscar crosses it, he will push as well. Actually, you know what? Just push him now. Just push him now.
Okay, maximum pace now, maximum pace.
Copy.
Let's push. Let's get him home. We were kind of close to a double McLaren podium, but the softs of Leclerc were too quick, and I knew Sainz wasn't going to be able to catch us. He's still got traffic to deal with. So Piastri's now gaining on Leclerc, but there's not going to be enough track to do so. Yeah, there's not going to be enough track to do so. Lando might honestly set the fastest lap on the final lap of the race as he comes around, and Lando Norris will win his 3rd race in a row here in Australia. And he does take the fastest lap.
I genuinely think that's one of the
Max Verstappen will come across P2.
I love you all. Thank you so much.
And when you get to Parc Ferme, kill the engine,
Charles
pause for 5
Leclerc
seconds.
will come across P3
you can
to
kill the engine
complete
now,
your podium.
and then turn it off completely when you come to a stop.
Then Oscar Piastri
Copy.
will come across in P4. So not the best race.
So that's the check with
Carlos Sainz, P5.
Yeah, that's P4.
Well done, everyone.
Checo,
Thank
P6.
you.
Russell,
You
starting
make it look easy from
P12,
here.
going to P7. What a
Usually
recovery
instructions,
drive.
Engine off, wait 5 seconds.
Fernando
and then turn the engine
Alonso
off.
coming around the final couple corners. He will get P8. Lance Stroll shortly behind him. And what a recovery drive for Sir Lewis Hamilton. Starting P16, able to gain 6 spots. He will get Mercedes a double point scoring finish here today. Then Yuki Tsunoda will come across. Then Danny Rick. Then Nico. Then Valtteri. Then Albon. Then Magnussen. Joe, who started P20. Gasly. Ocon. And then Sargent.
That's Oscar Piastri after what was a very exciting Grand Prix.
Yeah, just shy of a podium, but fourth is still a respectable finish.
And after such a fabulous drive here today, it's no surprise to see this man land on the podium.
What a great way to take their third win this year. They've definitely found their form.
Lando
Well, it
Norris.
wasn't exactly a walk in the park, but it was a thrilling weekend here
3
for us
wins in
all
a row.
at the Australian Grand Prix.
He'll go into next race, hunting down his 4th. At this point, he is going to be our focus for the season. That sealed it.
Now, Karun, with that
We
result
won.
in mind, what would they be feeling like down at McLaren?
They'll be absolutely delighted to have picked up the win here. What a great outcome that is for the team.
And that's about
want
that for this weekend
to
here
get
in Melbourne.
Lando,
Next
the
round will
drivers.
see us head east as F1 prepares
He'll get
for
26
the Japanese
points
Grand Prix.
as
We'll
we head
see
to
you
Japan
at Suzuka, a
from
firm
Melbourne.
favorite for the drivers.
What a race. That's quite a bit of points. Oscar did fall. But look at it. George Russell up 5. Lewis Hamilton up 6. He's got to be our driver of the day. In my opinion. Lewis Hamilton, driver of the day. Starting P16, able to get it back up into the points. Drivers, Lando extends his lead. He'll go up to 78 points. Max, 51. And now, really, Oscar's role is to just focus. Let's continue getting solid points. Let's get that constructors. As we take a 40-point lead in the constructors, it's looking really good. Oh, yeah, it's looking really good. We have yet to secure a pole. Ferrari and Red Bull both have secured a pole. But, yeah, that's what we got to focus on. And again, we get the 2 fastest pit stops. This is still very, very important because, again, this is extra money at the end of the season. And we're currently leading it by a lot. Racing Bulls is second. Yeah, there was an issue with Oscar's second pit. But that was very much a beautiful race. We get almost $500,000 out of that. I'm very proud of that. Yeah, every bit of money helps. Our technical chief gains an overall. We love to see that. Let's go ahead. Post-race data. Good morning, Lucas. We've compiled data from last weekend and attached below. Before you dig in, here are the main headlines. Our car well suited the track thanks to strong DRS effectiveness, performance, and looking at the rest of the grid, our car underperforms on tire preservation. The Japanese Grand Prix will need solid high-speed performance, so that should be a focus. Our car is one of the best on the grid in that regard, so we'll be in great position. Our dynamic car parts inspection report is also below. These conditions of the car parts declined over time, and any that have failed this inspection should be removed from the car and replaced immediately. Both Piastri and Norris performed well. In terms of strategy, we expected to finish in third, and our batch finish was first. so we were above target, and the best strategy for the race was a 2-stop. Finally, an update on Red Bull, who are one of our rivals this season. Our car has better high-speed performance. This puts us on good footing to beat them next race. Please look into the post below. Regards to you. Everybody's car passed. Might need to be looking into replacing the engine on both cars. The gearbox of Lando will probably go ahead and replace. We finished above where we wanted to, so that's honestly really good as we head into Suzuka. These are still under construction. What did I want to do? I'm trying to remember what I was looking at. I think that was it. Oh yeah, no. Wait, no, never mind. Warehouse engine. We're gonna go ahead. Can I not replace them? Let's go ahead and replace the engine. If need be, we will come back and use old engines. We'll do the same for Lando, and we'll also replace his gearbox. I do want to replace stuff around that 70% range. Just because I want to keep things normal. But both drives are feeling good. Let's take a look at the other championships. I think F2 also had a race in Melbourne. Actually, all three. Ali Behrman won the race in Melbourne. Isaac Hadjar second. So this is looking pretty good. Franco Colapinto, I think he's one of our reserves. Yes, we signed Abby Poling, and we got Bianca. Was it Gabrielle? Yeah, Gabrielle. So how did Gabrielle do in the F2 race in Melbourne? That's who we want to focus on. Finished B13, he gained 2 spots. We're going to need some more development from that. We want to see better results than that. What about the F3 race? I don't think we have any F3 prospects. I want to... No, we don't have any F3. Let's see if we can't sign an F3 driver to get in under development. Maxwell Esterson looks good. Let's go F3. Fine return. Let's go. What's the highest overall? F3. Gabriel Mini. So Leonardo Fornoli, he's the highest overall F3 driver. I want to. Let's go ahead. I want to scout him. Leonardo Fornoli. How are you doing in F3? He's currently 10th in their drivers. How did he perform in this race? He did not finish in the top 10. In fact, he finished 23rd. He gained a spot. I still think he's a guy I kind of want to go with. He's a high overall, so there's a good chance that he could be on the team for a while. More confidence is high. So we're doing really good. We're doing really good. They want us to hit 6 podiums. We're currently on pace for that. If Lando keeps going, he will. They want us to do that by 2027. That is 100% going to happen this season. We've had a 1-2 in the first race. Lando has finished on the podium every single race. So yeah, this is really good. This is really good. In terms of this, how much longer for this? This got 10 days. That's got 21 still. Let's go ahead and let's get it going. Ooh, that chassis is complete. Let's go. That chassis is complete. We're going to go ahead and put 4. First car part. It'll take 7 days. Don't do that. I want to at least have... What if we just do 2? It's going to take 14 days for 2. That costs a lot of money. We're going to go ahead and rush. 1 will at least be ready. 1 is going to at least be ready. Yep, and it's just talking about the chassis is complete. Alright, let's continue. Yeah, let's go ahead and manufacture 3 more because we only have 3. Yeah, I want to have those in bulk. The underfloor is going to be complete. So let's go ahead and get 4 of those done. If we rush it, 1 will be done in time for Suzuka. So Lando will have some upgrades on his car by the time we're in Suzuka. I love that. Driver development. I love this. Lando's braking goes from an 89 to a 90. Oscar's control goes from a 90 to a 91. His adaptability goes from an 88 to an 89. Defending goes from an 83 to an 84, and accuracy goes from an 84 up to an 86. So that improved twice. Let's go. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and propose him a contract. He's gonna be an affiliate. It will be he'd be more open to a 4-seat. Let's see how much money base he would want. That's the lowest. Let's see what he wants. Let's see if he'll take it. Response received. Contract declined. Or offer him a little bit more money. Let's see. Contract decline, really? He's not interested. So Leonardo's not interested. Great. So Leonardo's not interested. Gavro Mini is with Alpine. He's the let's see if we can't. Let's see if we can't steal him. See if we can't steal him from Alpine. We'll offer you. That's way too much money. I'm not offering you $1 million. I'm sorry. We'll offer you 700K. That's like right in the middle. That's a sweet spot. Contract decline. Boom. So we'll go ahead and we stole Gabriel Mini from Alpine. So we got quite a bunch of affiliates, which I love. I want you guys focused on... You can't be on car development. Okay. So you just focused on doing you. Gabriel Bortoletto, yeah, you focus on doing you, actually. So these are our affiliate drivers. Pato Award and Rayo Harka are looking to be our two. These are our two affiliates that most likely will be stepping in. Gabriel Bortoletto will become one at some point. He actually has 9 months remaining in his contract. See if he's willing to renew. $720,000. We'll give him 14 days to decide that. Abby Pulling, Bianca Bustamante. I want to put one of these women in a car. I want us to be the first team to have a female on the grid. That's our goal. Abby Pulling or Bianca is going to be one of those two. They're here for the next 5 years. So they have the next 5 years to develop. And I'm actually excited for that. Actually, affiliate upgrades. Let's see if Bianca has improved. Her smoothness has improved. What about Abby? Her cornering and smoothness have improved. I'm very impressed with that. I'm very happy with that. Let's go. Next up is our sponsor plan. Ooh, he went up in overall. He went up to 51. That's actually good. Pit crew. Yeah, they're tired. Let's just go with balance for right now. Let's just go balanced for now. They've honestly been doing really, really good. So. Missed our target. We did earn almost $1 million. Contract accepted. I'm pleased to say Neil is happy with the terms that got you offered. Awesome. We'll confirm his hire. Alright. Sandra Maddox. Actually, no. I don't want to look at this until we actually get there. We're going to autofill the activities. Again, sponsor plan. Boom. We're going to autofill those activities. Upgrade complete. Boom. So that's... Alright. 18 days. Like I said, this is going to bring us in some money. Extra money, so. And then if I saw it right, we should... We do have an MCL 24C2. Actually, no. We're going to put it on Lando's car. And no wonder... No, underfloor is not done yet. And then boom. Alright, then it is racing day. We'll also get to see the debut of our two new upgrades, the MCL24 UF1 UF2, and then the MCL24 C2. I think, yeah. We also, there's a lot. Can I just install a new one? No. Yeah. Yeah. We got a lot we can improve on. But the next race is the Japanese Grand Prix, and that will be next episode. We did a lot. We had a good race with both drivers, and signed some drivers. Kind of went over the future of the team. Looks like Pato Award Oreo Harkwa will be our first new drivers. I wanna try to put all of our affiliates in the team. Like all of our affiliates will drive for the team officially at some point. We gotta also extend Pata Award. I think I might have already offered him a contract. I don't remember. Ryo, Arqua. Okay. So yeah, we'll offer these guys contracts. I think this is the affiliate group that I want to keep. We have at least one F2. We have one F3. Driver. Obviously, we have our two current ones, and these guys are going to be driving for the team at some point. If I had to guesstimate who's going to be out of the team first, probably Oscar, and one of these two will take over. We also got to renew these two guys. I think I sent a contract to Gabrielle. We'll have to wait to see. With that being said, I appreciate you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Next episode is the Japanese Grand Prix. I'll try to get this recorded tomorrow. Yeah, I will try to get these try to get this recorded tomorrow, but we still got a very long season. Season doesn't end until December, so or January 1st, so New Year's. A lot of contracts ending, so we got to get that taken care of. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. God bless.